Hello, friends. Happy Saturday. It is our first Saturday morning chalking of 2025. Welcome. I'm Luana with Little Sister Chalks. I am a chalk couture independent designer, and I love to thrift and upcycle and turn things that I have around the house or that I find at thrift stores into something fun and unique and things you can use. So today is all about upcycling some frames. So I went to the thrift store and I found a few that I liked. So I'm going to start with one and we'll see what else we do. But there's so many different ways you can use them. So I want to turn them into memo boards. So you put like a background on it and then you can use a chalk marker or a dry erase marker on the glass and wipe it off and use it for a to-do list or like a habit tracking or whatever. Like so fun, easy, and so many uses. So I'm just going to show you the frames that I found because I like them all. There's this one that has lots of little scrollies, fun little saying, but that would not stay. This one I really, really like, and I might do this for my office. So just a plain wood frame, but I like the shape of it. You could do a collage, so using, papers or fabric. I'm going to chalk something today, but like scrapbook paper or wrapping paper, like I said, fabric pieces, whatever you have. Like it could be so fun. So I'm going to do a class on January 19th, which is a Sunday. So if you're in the area and want to join me, drop a comment and I can give you more information. And then I found a couple of these just basic, probably from Walmart, plastic white. So this is what I'm going to work with today. And I'm going to make a kitchen sign. So I'm going to tilt you down so you can see what I'm doing. And hopefully I don't lose the camera because it's been fussy. That looks okay. Move that out of the way. I've got my computer going so I can see comments. If you pop in, say hello and let me know what you're doing on this frigid day. It is so cold here, but my husband wants to venture out, so we'll see. Um, okay, so I took the frame apart already. Here's the front side, here's the back. There was an insert which I used to cut a piece of black construction paper. So I'm going to chalk on this and I'm going to make this a kitchen sign. So you can use it to jot down things you need to buy from the store or your menu for the week. Like, I don't know, I could think of so many ways to use something like this. And I'm going to use this Bistro Cafe. I think this is a fairly new stencil. And it's got Bistro Cafe, Paris, and then some utensils. This won't fit at the bottom, so I'm just going to use this part up here. And because I'm chalking on paper, I'm going to fuzz, 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 and then fuzz some more because the stencils stick really, really well to paper and to glass. Those are the two. I found that you have to really, 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 you can't see what the heck I'm doing, that you have to fuzz really well. So fuzzing is just taking off the stickiness off the back of the stencil. Counterintuitive, but you don't want it to stick so hard that when you pull it, either you stretch the stencil or you ruin the surface like with the paper. So we're just gonna fuzz quite a lot. Because I didn't leave paper out. If I make a mistake, we're down the drain. I didn't leave any extra paper out to recut a piece for this frame. So I'm just gonna fuzz maybe 3 more times. All right, so I hope the new year has started out well for you. I was off for Christmas, then had to work a few days in between, and then off again since New Year's Day. So going back to work on Monday is not going to be fun. I think that was more than 3 times, but that's okay. All right. So I think I'm going to struggle, but we shall see. All right. I guess I could have not put the camera so far because now I'm really far from where I need to work to see. All right. And then I just want to try and be straight. So I'm just going to put my paper along the grid. Yeah, see, I might have to move this down. You can still see the top of it because I'm going to struggle to to be straight. So what I'm going to do, so I'm lining up my paper on the grid, and then I'm going to line up, if I stop moving the paper, line up the top of the stencil. This is not going to be easy. The top of the stencil to the paper, and make sure I'm even on each side. Not quite. That might be even. All right, we're going for it. So yeah, I think these are fun and would make a great gift. So, you know, Valentine's is coming up. If you have, we're not straight. If you have a Valentine that you want to make something for, this would be fun. Straight is always straight and even, always my issue. All right, let's see. I think that actually might be good. All right. So now, but then I'm too far up. So, well, at least I know this stencil's not sticking so bad to the construction paper. Bear with me, folks. I will get it right. I need to come down. I think maybe 2 squares ought to do it instead of lining up at the very top. So, let's try this again. I think here looks pretty good. No, now the paper moved. What I should have done was use a ink mat, because that would have held my paper down too. I'm just a little bit crooked. All right, so there's a tip. Use an ink mat to hold your paper down, to keep it straight. All right, I think we're okay. That seems better to me. Still probably up a little bit. We could have come down a little bit more, and I'm going to turn this now that I'm straight and get these bubbles out. Okay. Straight, relatively even. Those are the hardest parts. So I'm just going to make sure it's down. I feel a little bubble here, but there's nothing there from the stencil point of view. There's something here, though. It's the paper. All right. And then I'm going to chalk. All right. So I hope that this year is, I'm going to stir this a little bit, is fun, and you get a chance to be creative and do things that you love, because you know what, life is short and we should all be doing things we love. I over the holidays had signed up for a free workshop with an artist from France, and she does a lot of art journaling. Wow, some of the great ideas I got from that. And I think I'm going to start an art journal. So many ways to get inspired and get ideas and take those ideas into your own crafts and make them your own, like whatever you like to do, whether that's embroidery or knitting or paper crafts, whatever it is. Like, there's so many different ways to be creative with it and make ideas into your own style, and gosh, I just love it. And I hope that following me on this page, you get those kinds of ideas and go, I can do that, but I'm going to make this twist on it and make it uniquely mine. So fun. Also, I'm not sure if you know, I do a monthly, like, bring your own craft to Zoom and just like hang out and work on your craft, make new friends, just get a little me time. Just, it's Monday the third Monday of the month in the evening. So if you are interested, drop a comment and I can get you the information because I'd love to have you. It's always fun to make new friends. All right, and then I'm going to carefully peel this up. And it's not, why is it not going through really well? I don't know if it's the paper or I don't want to. All right, I don't know if it dried too fast. I'm gonna go over it again. It's not perfect. It's not perfect at all. But you know what? I kind of like the aged look of it. I don't know why so much of the paste didn't go through. It's a brand new stencil, so that's kind of weird. But I don't mind the look of it. Kind of aged and weathered. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it. Oh, you know what it did? I didn't fuzz enough. Here's what happened. It pulled up the paper. I don't know if you can see, like there, all of that. It pulled up the paper in those spots. So I did not fuzz enough, but that's all right. All right, let me close this up before I stick something in it. Just move this out of my way, because you know I already have, let's put it over there. I have paste on my fingers, because I just can't help myself. All right, it's all right, it's dry, so it's not going anywhere. All right, so it pulled up the paper, and it gave me this weird, aged effect, which I don't care about because I don't mind it. I kind of actually like it. So I'm just going to hit it with the dryer, even though there's not that much there to dry. But I'm still going to do it. So just dry it real quick. All right, so I didn't fuzz enough, and the other thing I could have done was wax the paper, which I probably should have done, but I did not. Okay, so I'm going to put this together. Get my frame. I'm going to get my glass, which I think is clean enough. So that's the thing when you're vintage shopping. Make sure you clean stuff really good when you get it home. All right, and then I'm gonna put this guy down. And I'm gonna put the back on. And if I were giving this as a gift, I would attach maybe some Velcro to the back and a chalk marker or a dry erase pen, you know, some Velcro, and just attach it to the back there, because I think that would be cute. All right, come on. I know you go in there. There we go. All right, let us see what happened. Cute. I might put some things around this frame. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not sure what I would put yet. And then you could just use it like, I need bread. I need coffee. However you want, like, to use this in your kitchen, or, you know, Monday we're going to have pot roast, or however. So that's it. That's our fun little craft. I'll probably do one more. So stay tuned tomorrow and see what those might look like. And I'd love to know, would you like one of these if someone gifted it to you? And would you use it in your kitchen, or would you rather have one for your office? Drop me some comments. I would love to hear your thoughts. And I wish you a very good weekend, and I will see you back here next week. Bye.